Hi guys, today I'll be reviewing the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 movie and give my honest opinions. All I have to say is that I didn't really like this movie that much. Didn't really like it, and I have my reasons. I've made a list of all the positives when I rewatched it again, and did a list of negatives which I will read out and discuss it more, not just that. But I'm going to start with the positives, as I don't want to start this video with the negatives. So, the first positive thing I like about this movie I put down is I really like the setting. I think the setting was okay, like one of the strongest from the movie, because I do like the farm kind of setting. I find that really interesting. Hence why Annabelle Creations on my country rankings is really high, because I really like the farm type setting. But that was one of my positives, and my other positive is that the kills are really good. The kills are brutal. The kills are like, ugh. There's the same standard as Halloween kills, but the first kill was really good. It's just so brutal, and then they obviously crashed, and then all the other kills are so brutal, especially the bus, when Leatherface is on the bus and just slaughtered everyone. Those kills are brutal as well. So I have no problem with the kills in this movie. I think the kills are really one of my favourite things about this movie, because I really did like the kills. Also, I think the suspense was good, building up suspense, especially when Mel was in the house and hiding in the closet and then under the bed. The suspense really grew, and I thought she was gonna actually die, but never mind. The suspense is just really good, and how it built up. I really enjoyed most of the suspense in this movie, especially the one where Mel's in the house, even though it was a bit long, but I still did like that scene. And especially the one where the blonde girl, she didn't even have a name, literally, as subtitles on, I literally just said Dante's girlfriend. And yeah, when she's trying to crawl out the window, I found that really suspenseful, as she just turns, and yeah. Anyway, another thing I liked about this movie was Leatherface's look. I like how he got his look. But yeah, when he got I think it was his mother or something, carer, face on him. Obviously, he wanted a revenge. I really liked his look in this movie. How bloody it looked. It looked really deep, good detail as well, and really creepy. So yeah, the look of Leatherface in this movie was really good, and I felt it so creepy when Sally found his carer all bloody and that. I was just like, oh, that gave me chills. It's really just quite creepy in general. Also, I think the acting was quite good in this movie. It felt realistic, kind of, a little bit. Not really good realistic, but the acting was decent in this movie. I didn't mind the acting. Also, I didn't really like Mel, but did find it quite smart how she pushed the mirror to help that boy, whoever his name is, Ricardo or something, I don't know. But I like how she pushed the mirror with her foot to show Leatherface, but it didn't really work because he was a bit slow. But anyway, I did find that a bit smart from Mel. I also love how there's a legacy character in this movie. It wasn't the best, but I just like how they just added a legacy character, not the OG actress, obviously. Rest in peace, but yeah, Lisa Bromberg, a legacy character. Lisa just didn't leave it like this, but I didn't really like what they did with Sally in this movie, but I'll discuss that soon. Also, my favourite scene from this movie is probably the bus scene, because I found that so cool, how all the bloody hands were on the window, how brutal the kills were. It's just my favourite scene, and how suspenseful it is, because for Mel and Lila, I did find it really, that's just my favourite scene, because it was just brutal and just so good. Not good, but yeah, you know what I mean. Also, the last thing I have to say about this movie that was positive is the Leatherface little dance at the end with this chainsaw. Bit of reminiscing the original. I've seen a clip from it, I haven't seen the movie, just seen that in the original he danced with his chainsaw. I felt that cool. But in this one he also does the chainsaw dance, and I felt that quite funny and cool, and how he lifts up the head to show don't mess with me, his town, get out. I felt that really cool. Well, found that really cool. Not the ending, but his little dance. Now on to the negatives. And ouch, I have loads of negatives. like so much. I'm not going to say all of them, but most of them. But one negative is Mel being a bit dramatic, because she is. Literally, she literally just finds out the old lady died and it's just like, oh, I can't do this anymore, and just like wants to leave only because that happened. Like, it's only one little blip. It doesn't mean it's always going to happen. I know it's like, something might happen, obviously, like what happened in the movie, but I just found that a bit dramatic from Mel. Also, the blonde girl, actually, I, I was probably going to like the blonde girl. She stayed in the movie longer. We didn't even get her name. Literally, subtitles just said Dante's girlfriend or fiance, or whatever. But she died so quickly, and I did find suspenseful how she tried to get out. But she, I know she tried to open the door. She tried to like do the most smartest ways to survive, but she died, and I really wish she didn't die. I wish she actually escaped and made it back to the town and actually survived, because I feel like she would have been a good character in my opinion. Anyway, another thing I really hate about Mel is she's so bitchy to everyone, like bossing everyone around. It's just really annoying, saying like, telling her sisters to stay in the bus and so they shut the house. Like, she's not a baby. She's kind of bitchy. I know she's kind of bitchy for a reason, just to keep people safe, but she didn't know about Leatherface then, so she was just being bitchy to everyone. It was really bothering me, only because of the old lady, but that's a bit dramatic, as I said earlier. I just wish she wasn't so bitchy to everyone, and then she actually might be a likeable character. Next, Laurie being a... No, not Laurie. Sally acting like Laurie from 2018 Halloween. I really didn't like how they did that route. How she was determined to get Leatherface. It kind of really reminded me of Halloween Kills and 2018. I just wish I went a different route with it. Like, she decided to help, not like just go after him. And I know she's not really that Laurie because she sadly dies, which is really stupid, but it just gave me Halloween 2018 and Kills vibes. But I really didn't like how they did this with Sally, because it didn't really suit. I wish they went a different route with it, to be honest. But anyway, at least they bring a legacy character back. My next negative is lack of character development. I know in the Scream franchise, which is one of my favourite franchises of slasher, we have barely any character development, but this movie just lacks, like, bad. Like, we don't even know Dante's girlfriend's name. We literally all we know is like about the sisters, how Lila was in a shooting at a school, which I really didn't care for. But yeah, we literally had lack of character development. Like when people start dying, even one of the sisters, I really didn't care, because I didn't feel like sympathetic for any of these characters. I just didn't feel anything. I didn't feel bad for them dying, because I just don't feel like they had enough character development. Sally probably did, because we obviously, like, she's obviously from the original, but I really didn't care about really anyone in this movie, which I know is quite bad, but it's just my opinion. Another thing that annoyed me, but he did do at the end. Why didn't the boy? Dang it, I forgot his name, but hopefully you know who I mean. You know when Dante dies outside. Obviously, the girl who saw the influencer literally saw. Then the guy told her to run back to the bus and keep everyone inside. But why didn't he give her the keys to escape? Like, you literally could have saved about, I don't know how many people were in there, like 15 lives if you gave her the keys. I know you wanted other people in there, but I probably would have gave her the keys to escape so they live. But he does do it at the end, give it to Mel. But I just felt this is really stupid. I would have gave her the keys to escape and help everyone. Okay, next. Characters barely having a fight with Leatherface and just dying instantly. Like, the boy who went back in, Sally, they literally had barely a fight with anyone. Like, I know Leatherface is really strong, but anyone barely put a fight against him. They literally died instantly, and it really annoyed me. They literally wasted their characters, like, wasted characters' potentials, and it just really annoyed me how literally they're fighting Leatherface and literally just die. And apparently Leatherface is not even meant to be immortal, he's just a normal human being, apparently, I've read, but it just really annoyed me how everyone just kept dying and instantly from fighting him. But yeah, I have a lot of negatives. And speaking of the influencer of that scene about giving the keys, Another thing is that she literally told no one about it. I know she might be protecting them so they don't worry, but in my opinion, I would have told people so they're aware, and they could have got off the bus and probably ran off or something. So stay on the bus, because I wouldn't stay on the bus. I know I'm saying, like, what I would do is just something I would generally do. I would generally just run off if I found out someone got murdered, because I wanted to keep myself safe, obviously. But she literally, like, kept her mouth shut and, like, don't go as Lila was trying to get off, and I just would have told everyone. She just kept her mouth shut, and I think that was a really stupid thing to do. Also, the gun shooting at the school with Lila, I really didn't care about. We literally didn't, all we got was that apparently she got shot at school. That's it. We didn't explore it even deeper, and I really didn't care about it. I felt like it was just in the movie for the plot, but it really wasn't needed in this movie. We could have done it not better, but it still would have been okay, I guess, if without the gun shooting thing. Yeah, I just felt like it was pointless in the movie, and I really didn't care about it at all. But if other people do, I don't. It's your opinion, I guess. Another negative is everything happening too fast, which is the problem I had with Scream 5. But this is, like, worse than fast paced in Scream 5, because it's just, it literally gets straight to the point. Like, cause everything's happening too fast, I can't really catch up. Like, someone dies, and then Mel's driving a car, it's just happening so fast, I can't catch up. Not too fast, just happening so fast, like, we didn't really get any screen time with any character. Another thing about lack of character development, but yeah, it was just, everything was happening too fast, and I really didn't like that. God, I have loads more. Ugh, I don't know if I'll say all of them, but another thing that really annoyed me is something to do with Sally. You know, when Sally goes into his room and he's just sitting there, she tells him to turn around, she literally does not shoot him. And he literally gets up and walks away. She literally just sheds a tear because she obviously wants, well, she wants to be free from him, or like stop him from wanting her. But why didn't she shoot him? Like, shoot him. I was like, shoot him, shoot him. I know she did, but that was a bit too late. That's why she died. But she should have shot him. I just felt like she would, and it really annoyed me how she didn't. I thought that was really dumb. Yeah, this is negative, something to do with Leatherface. I don't think I've said Leatherface negative, but Leatherface was a bit too like Michael from 2018, like Sally and Laurie, because he was just like, she was like, well, Sally, when she was in his room, like, say her name, and it kind of reminded me of Michael. I know something not to do with him, but he's kind of like acting like Michael with his kills. I don't know if he's generally just brutal in his franchise, because I've never actually seen the whole franchise, but it kind of reminded me of like how he like looks, stands, just kind of gives me Michael Myers vibes from 2018 and kills. But it's not that bad of a negative, it's just I didn't really like that. One major negative is Sally dying. Why bring her back just to kill her off? Well, not the actual actress, but we'll bring her character back and just kill her off. Just why? Like, she's been preparing for 50 or so years since the original, and she finally gets a chance to, and then she like stabs him with a little knife, and then she just dies like that. Wasted potential. She's gone. Literally an original legacy character from the original movie. She literally just dies. I don't see the point of her bringing her back. But I did like how they brought her back. But I just wish she didn't die. I wish she survived. Her and one of the sisters. But that's just my opinion. I really hate how they killed her off. And mostly everyone does hate how they killed her off, and it actually really is annoying how they just did her so dirty. And then she's literally still alive after being literally chainsawed really badly. She's still alive. I don't know how she's still alive. Don't know if Leatherface hit the wrong part. It looks like it literally just went through straight like her chest. I'm just like, how is she still alive? Like, managed to shoot him from being nearly dead. I know she dies, but I just don't get the logic of her still being alive after that for a few minutes. This negative's a bit of a dumb character moment in a horror movie cliche. Lila not making sure the gun was loaded. I thought that was really dumb. And I wouldn't even shout his name. Just reload it, shoot. Sometimes some horror movies do that, I know, but she literally make sure it's loaded. I know you probably never used a gun before, but at least try make sure it's like ready, like test it quick, and then shoot him instead of saying his name and then trying to shoot. But I just felt like that was a dumb character moment for Lila. Came near the end, okay? I've said most of them, I've skipped some of them because they're really not that important, but another negative is Leatherface being immortal. I know something that annoyed me in Halloween Kills is Michael Myers being immortal. Like, I don't mind it, it's just, I know Jason Voorhees is immortal, but Leatherface joining the immortal clan with the other killers is just, no. I thought he was like a human being. Like I said, I haven't watched the whole franchise, so I'll probably learn, but yeah, I don't like how he's immortal, how he comes back. And also, I just hate how he just literally describes one of the sisters, and only one character from the whole movie survives. And if the two sisters survived and drove off, I would have been happy like that. Like, a bit happy with the movie, but yeah, one sister had to die. But yeah, only one character from the whole movie survived. Wait, actually, I think I'm at the end. Yeah, I'm at the end, but overall, I didn't like this movie. The kills were good. Yeah, all my positives I said doesn't really justify this movie. But yeah, I had a lot of negatives. But overall, this movie wasn't meant for me. I probably won't be rewatching it in a long time. But it's just my opinion. If you like the movie, then comment what you think of it. I don't mind. I love hearing other people's opinions. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe for more horror content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.